My team and I literally are trying to talk about how do we add value to student employment? How do we create professional development in student employment? How do we treat student employees better, and for them to knowingly feel that, and for them to see the value in what we're trying to do. And here they come with Work Plus, and what they had designed was everything we had conceptually talked about on the fundamentally back of the napkin kind of stuff.
We came in from the very beginning to say we don't have all the answers. We do not have a final product. And the only way we will help students in the best way possible is to think and work alongside other experts and other professionals in this field.
We're going to start with some empathy work. We're going to strive to find stories and focus on the emotional experiences of our students. We're going to have a group of students come hang out with us for a while, and we're going to dig in and help really understand how they're feeling about their on-campus employment and the potential transition point ahead of them into full-time employment post-graduation.
And so when it comes to being overwhelmed, you have to deal with people in the office, but you also have to deal with people on the phones and like the emails and stuff like that. But like I wish someone was there to help like guide me and help mentor me like through like different spots on campus and stuff like that.
Just because I feel 1 year after graduation, I'll probably think, did I make the right decision? Where do I go from here?
My parents didn't go to college till I was in high school, so I just wanted to kind of have that foundation of like education and security, I guess, just because I know growing up it was harder for us.
But I mean, I have 2 jobs. So I work online research with Native American communities. So I'm a little confused just because I think it would be good in terms of helping my Native American community. Like it will help me create those stronger connections with other Native students. In terms of like working there and the job title that I have now, it doesn't really relate to what I'm majoring in.
Just such a fixer. Like I'm just always in fix-it mode, and I feel like that's my role. But I'm starting to realize sometimes, my role can also be defining the problem. And maybe like that idea of spending more time on like, what is the problem more than fixing it? It's a deeper way to think about caring for people too, I think.
And it was so hard to not get in the weeds. Like to think big picture and to not have a box around like, okay, well, this is how you need to do it, or these are the restrictions you should consider. That was definitely challenging, but also really enlightening. Was why do I think that way, and how can I unlearn that so that I'm more open to more ideas, and I don't immediately think of all the reasons it wouldn't work.
We often talk about the struggle that students have in articulating the transferable skills that they're acquiring, not only from their academic experience, but from their student employment opportunities, and how that ties into their career and professional aspirations. And I think it's this process and it's sprints like this that allow and enable staff to kind of step away from their day-to-day operations, deepen their understanding of students' needs, and actually be able to dream big about how we meet those needs.
The ASU team has been super gracious in kind of sharing openly their collaborations with us, but also, challenges that they face, learnings that they've had. And it's been really natural. So we have kind of this tendency to compete with other institutions, right? Like we all kind of want our students and want to keep them close and keep our secrets. But this felt like a very natural opening to, hey, like ultimately we can do more when we're working together. And this is a space where we have so many shared needs and so many shared opportunities that people were really just kind of willing to get into the nitty-gritty from the get-go, which was really kind of nice and a fun place and way to engage.
We ended up narrowing down and really digging deep into a few solutions, but over our time here the last 2 days, we identified so many challenges that I'm excited to go back and dig into, and I know a lot of other folks here are as well. The process is just beginning, and that's what's probably the most exciting, is that we now have kind of colleagues that are looking at the same challenges we are.
A 2-day design sprint, the way we're doing it, very structured, taking everybody from their day-to-day. It's really hard to do that all the time. But there's so much about what we're learning that we can take nuggets of and translate into daily practices.
I facilitate a lot of our diversity, equity, and inclusion focused trainings on campus. And there's so many things that I've taken from this that I'm like, I want to adopt that into the trainings even.
But I would love to translate this process to my smaller team and kind of as a unit try out what we just did over the past 2 days. There was a lot there that I think is still tangible that we can go out tomorrow and use.
Yesterday and today has just literally added like so much more fire to I think what they're doing, what we want to do, and for us to be able to like take this and go next level with it.
To allow us to think in this way in 2 days. And I'm really excited to see how that kind of trickles throughout campus and opportunities for it to trickle down and up.
That is fostering these really innovative ideas that are pushing boundaries, that are challenging assumptions, and are really kind of pushing that status quo, throwing it out the window and saying, you know what, we can't do these things this way at all anymore. And that needs to happen broadly across higher education, not just at NAU and Arizona State.